Alex Lanier has quickly been making a name for himself on the World Tour this year, rising through the ranks and regularly beating higher-ranked opponents. In this player spotlight, we will come to understand his playstyle by going through his greatest strengths and weaknesses, as well as finding out a bit more about him as a person. Please leave a like if you find this player spotlight interesting, and subscribe for more Shuttle moments. Alex Lanier was born on January 26 of 2005, in France, meaning he is only 19 years old as of the making of this video. He is 1 meter and 80 centimeters tall and can be recognized by his long hair, which he usually wears tied back during matches nowadays. Lanier started playing badminton at the age of 3, and repeatedly excelled among his age groups at the junior level. He won the European Junior Championships in 2022, but was unable to win the World Junior Championships, losing to China's Hu Zhaoan in the semi-final in 2023. A fun fact about Lanier is that he got to play with Viktor Axelsen and Taufik Hidayat as part of a Legends Vision event in 2017, when he was only 12 years old. At the senior level, Lanier has already won various tournaments, including most recently the Japan Open 2024, where he defeated world number 1 Shi Yu Qi in the semi-final. Now let's examine Alex Lanier as a player. His greatest strengths are undoubtedly his physicality and his movement speed. Lanier has very strong legs and great explosivity, allowing him to play at a high pace and cover the court very well. He also has great consistency in his shots, allowing him to be an excellent rally player. In terms of weaknesses, no extreme shortcomings stick out, but it is worth mentioning that Lanier is not especially known for his racket skills or deceptions. Many players in the world's top 30 are arguably better shot makers. That lack of special skills, for lack of a better term, is a disadvantage that Lanier has to overcome when playing against highly skilled elite opponents. Lanier's general playstyle is that of a consistent rallying player that is going for winners from a lot of different situations. He can often afford to go for ambitious smashes or slice drop shots when he is somewhat out of position, because his physicality and movement speed will allow him to recover and get back in the rally if his opponents play good defensive shots. This leads to fast-paced rallies where Lanier's opponents constantly have to keep proving that they can deal with his attacking shots, while neither player is necessarily controlling the rally. Lanier doesn't set up many points through careful control, but he has a great ability to keep putting his opponents to the test, over and over again with fast-paced shots, until they make a mistake. Two players that this playstyle is reminiscent of are Mark Caljouw and Lee Chong-wei. The obvious differences being that Lanier's speed of movement is even faster than Caljouw's, and he currently does not have anywhere near the degree of technical skill or attacking weapons that Lee Chong-wei did. What these three players all have in common is that they are highly consistent players in their basic game, that use their physicality to keep going for attacking shots from positions where other players would get themselves in trouble if they tried. A major downside of this playstyle is that it takes a very big toll in terms of stamina, even for players with an exceptional physique, especially considering how full the modern tournament calendar is. Lee Chong-wei was able to counteract this problem because he was also very capable of more controlling play, especially when playing weaker opponents in the early rounds of tournaments. This allowed him to save valuable energy and go all out when he had to face tough opponents in later rounds. Lanier will likely never reach Chong-wei's level of technical skill, but he will have to work on improving his if he wants to keep excelling week after week and avoid fatigue and injuries. Thankfully, he has plenty of time to do so at his young age, and is still improving fast. In summary, Alex Lanier's best qualities are his physicality and his movement speed, allowing him to play at a very high pace and constantly go for winners, even from situations where others wouldn't attack because it would leave them out of position. The two obvious ways to beat a player like Lanier is to either be able to handle an even higher pace than him, which very few players can, or to be defensively incredibly solid and use your superior technical skills to control the rallies and avoid him from playing at the pace he prefers. Japanese rising star Yushi Tanaka, known for his incredible speed and explosiveness as well as his defensive solidity, has been quite successful against Lanier and enjoys a 3-0 head-to-head record against him. It will be interesting to see whether players like Lo Kin-yu and Anthony Ginting can outpace Lanier, and whether highly technical players like Kunlavut Vitidsarn and Viktor Axelsen will be able to control the rallies against him. Players that rely on a strong attack at a somewhat lower pace, such as Zii Jia and Tien Chen, will likely struggle against him. It will also be interesting to see how he deals with the physical toll that his playstyle takes, now that he's getting further in tournaments that feature the world's elite. He will likely have to skip some tournaments in order to hopefully stay injury-free. Finally, it is worth remembering that Lanier is just 19 years old, and his results are likely to be inconsistent in the coming years as he matures further as a player and as a person. That concludes this player profile on Alex Lanier. Let me know how far you think Lanier can reach as a player, and which other players you would like to see player profiles on. And finally, remember to subscribe for more Shuttle moments.